say goodnight, and I think to myself,
there's a strange gravity in watching someone perform while everything inside them is falling apart. A tension between what audiences see and what their bodies endure.
was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks. Gonna get a big
Some artists choose the stage as a place of refuge, others as a last breath of purpose, and still others as an unthinkable part of who they are. What compels a performer to walk out into the lights when every step seems heavier than the last?
Let me run with you tonight, I'll take you.
Tonight, we're tracing the quiet insistence of musicians who refuse to let their illness mute them. What does that say about the music and about us? Number 1, Tiny Tim. When most people think of Tiny Tim, they remember that falsetto and ukulele, an almost cartoonish presence who seized the spotlight in the late 1960s. But in 1996, after years of diabetes and heart disease,
Years ago, they said I'd never make it. They tried.
Eddie, he suffered a heart attack at a ukulele festival and was warned by doctors not to perform again. Against all advice, he continued his concert schedule, insisting that it was his life's purpose. On November 30th, 1996, while singing his signature Tiptoe Through the Tulips, he collapsed from another heart attack on stage and never woke up. There was no comeback arc, just a musician who could not fathom life away from performance. Number 2, Joy Division, Ian Curtis. Ian Curtis was the voice of post-punk disquiet, and his onstage movements often mirrored the seizures he lived with due to severe epilepsy. 1980 tour cycles, strobe lights and exhaustion combined with his condition so frequently that he sometimes collapsed mid-performance. It's the band having to carry him off and continue gigs moments later. His medications left him drained and despondent.
Radio, live transmission.
Yet he kept returning to the stage even as his mental and physical state deteriorated. Curtis never retired from performing. His life simply reached a breaking point.
The city where a roads meet, waiting for you.
And the music he sang about despair and disconnection seemed inseparable from what his body was enduring. Number 3, Warren Zevon.
was looking for the place called Lee Ho Fooks. Gonna get a big
In 2002, Warren Zevon was diagnosed with pleural mesothelioma, a terminal cancer that shook him to his core. Rather than retreat, he recorded what would become his final album, The Wind, with friends including Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty, and made a memorable appearance on a late-night talk show, where he performed and joked about life's simple pleasures.
switching on nighttime in the switching.
That performance and his last songs carried an honesty and fragility most artists never reveal publicly. He was acutely aware of his prognosis.
Get me out of this. How?
Yet he chose to make music and share himself until the very end, compressing a lifetime of resolve into those last moments. Number 4, Johnny Winter.
Sing that you'll be true.
If you saw Johnny Winter in his prime, you witnessed a slide guitar firebrand, a Texas bluesman with blistering intensity. Emphysema and pneumonia took their toll, and he appeared frail on stage, sometimes shaky and exhausted. Yet he kept touring and playing until there were no more dates left. His final performance was at the Cahors Blues Festival in France, just days before he was found dead in his hotel room at 70. That proximity between performance and passing feels staggering. A man who seemed to ride the blues until his last breath. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Number 5, Jeff Healey. Jeff Healey's style was unmistakable. Guitar laid across his lap, fingers dancing along the frets.
Life's little mystery.
Blind since infancy due to retinoblastoma, he forged a career that spanned blues, rock,
Look out across the field, see me return.
and jazz, becoming a worldwide sensation with hits like Angel Eyes. Later, cancer would return and spread aggressively,
Oh, see the love where that sleep is.
leading to multiple surgeries and ongoing health battles in his final years. Even as the illness wore him down, he continued recording and performing when he could, never letting his condition define his presence on stage.
If you leave me here to cry.
Healy didn't frame himself as an inspiration. He simply showed up, playing with unwavering confidence and fire until his body could no longer. Number 6. Tom Petty.
Bad boy, 'cause I don't even.
During Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' 40th anniversary tour in 2017,
Let me run with you tonight, I'll take you.
Petty dealt with severe pain from a fractured hip, a condition that worsened throughout the run. He refused to cancel dates or rest, driven by a desire not to disappoint his band and fans and to honor decades of shared history.
Gonna hurt me.
On stage, he moved carefully, but still delivered the songs with his characteristic spirit. Days after the tour wrapped, he died from cardiac arrest related to an accidental overdose of pain medications.
Days of diamonds.
Petty's last performances weren't dramatic collapse. They were determined, ordinary in their professionalism, but extraordinary in what they cost him. Number 7. Prince. Prince's final months were marked by subtle warning signs. Thinner appearance, canceled shows due to illness,
Working part-time in a 5 and dime. My boss.
and an eventual return to the stage for what would be his last performance in April 2016. He didn't speak of pain or invite sympathy. He simply played.
Never meant to call you when it's wrong.
Shortly after, while on a flight, he became unresponsive and was given naloxone in an emergency landing before ultimately dying at 57. That last show now carries an eerie weight. A performance controlled but restrained. A genius still unmistakably himself, even when his health was compromised. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next. Number 8, David Bowie.
I lean back on my.
David Bowie's final full tour ended abruptly in 2004 after health issues, including a serious onstage incident that led to an emergency procedure.
You could spit in the eyes of fools.
He never toured again, and his absence from live performance became part of his legacy. Yet, far from stepping away from art,
I wish I could swim.
he continued creating in profound ways, culminating in the release of Black Star just days before his death in 2016. Bowie's last era wasn't marked by visible collapse on stage. It was quiet, reflective, and almost private. His retreat from the road underscored how the rigors of performance can shape an artist's choices as much as illness does. Number 9, Glenn Frey. Eagles co-founder.
Hopeless romantics, here we go again.
Glenn Frey managed chronic pain from rheumatoid arthritis for years while continuing to tour and perform with his bandmates.
We've been through so much together.
Over time, he also battled colitis and pneumonia, conditions that weakened him and forced occasional postponements. He didn't announce a grand finale or declare defeat. He simply kept going until his health no longer allowed it, reaching fans with professionalism and heart, even as his body taxed him.
Running down the road, trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my.
When he died in 2016, it was the end of a slow accumulation of strain, a reminder that endurance often looks less dramatic than we imagine.
Come on, baby, you better make it stop. You better make it soon before.
Number 10, Christine McVie.
Down into souls, I get my
Christine McVie returned to Fleetwood Mac after years away, a gentle voice and melodic songwriter whose presence was central to the band's sound throughout their most successful decades. In her later years, she announced that poor health, chronic back issues, and other ailments would likely keep her from extensive touring again. She passed away in 2022 after a short illness that involved an ischemic stroke and metastatic cancer. Unlike others on this list, she wasn't visibly struggling on stage at the end. Her story is about the choice to step back when the body could no longer keep pace, a different form of perseverance. Number 11, Bill Haley and his Comets. Bill Haley helped shape the first wave of rock and roll, catapulting hits like See You Later, Alligator into global consciousness. Decades after that early success, he continued performing into the 1970s, even as his health declined, after years of touring rigor and lifestyle strain. The frenetic energy that defined Haley's early career became harder to sustain, but he kept going, embodying both the joy and the toll of rock and roll's relentless pace. In the end, his life echoed the music he helped popularize, bold, unrestrained, and ultimately finite. Number 12, Bruce Springsteen.
Come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling.
Bruce Springsteen has often been celebrated for his tireless touring ethic and marathon performances, an almost mythic stamina that has become part of his identity. In recent years, as he moved into later stages of life, the physical demands of nearly uninterrupted touring raised questions about how long even the most vigorous artist could sustain such a pace. Springsteen's story isn't about collapse, but about the collision between a performer's relentless drive and the realities of the body that must carry that drive.
She says when she feels like crying, she starts laughing, finding out.
It's a reminder that endurance itself can be a quiet, ongoing struggle rather than a single headline moment. Number 13, The Who's Roger Daltrey.
So low down to Brighton, I must have played them all, but I ain't seen nothing like it.
Roger Daltrey, frontman of The Who, embodied rock's physicality, running and leaping across stages for decades.
I get my back into my living.
As he aged, maintaining that energy became harder, and health considerations led to adjusted performances and set lists. Yet, he continued bringing raw emotion to every song, proving that the heart of a performer doesn't always correlate with what the outside world perceives.
I call you on the telephone, my voice too rough with cigarettes.
For him, like many on this list, staying on stage wasn't defiance of the body, but an affirmation of identity, an effort to finish what the music inspires long after youth has faded.
Stand by me, stand by me. Yep.
Number 14, Ben E. King.
But me, oh my, I'm not allowed to join the...
Ben E. King carried the enduring anthem Stand By Me with him for decades, a song that became eternal in its simplicity and sincerity.
Should tumble and fall over the mountain.
As King aged, his live performances became less frequent, but when he did appear, audiences felt the shimmer of that song's connection to memory and meaning. His later years on stage were thoughtful rather than strenuous.
I'm going to pick that rose and watch her as she grows.
A testament to the fact that some artists measure endurance not by physical spectacle, but by emotional resonance that deepens with every return to the microphone.
Dark sacred nights, and I think to myself,
Number 15, Louis Armstrong.
now the pale moon shining.
Louis Armstrong's gravelly voice and infectious warmth carried him through a long career, and even as his health faltered later in life, he continued performing his beloved repertoire.
Sovereign love, you needn't tell me.
He faced health challenges, including heart issues, but his commitment to bring music to audiences worldwide never waned. Armstrong's final years on stage were quieter, imbued with the wisdom of a lifetime spent making music.
What a wonderful world.
Showing that perseverance can be as gentle and profound as a trumpet's last note at sunset. These artists endured in ways that weren't always visible on the stage, but were nonetheless profound. Some performed through collapse, some withdrew slowly, and some poured their remaining strength into creation rather than touring. What unites them is not a narrative of triumph over illness, but the simple fact that music was so essential to who they were that giving it up was never truly an option. In listening to their final performances, we're reminded that art and humanity are inseparable, and that resilience takes many forms.
Now the pale moon shining,
But me, oh my, I'm not allowed to join
So go down to Brighton, I must have played them all, but I ain't seen nothing like